Look here. We going live. Look here, we live. Listen,
Hey,
you're in the right place at the right time. We got Dallas all up in the house tonight. I mean, we got Dallas all up in the house, bro. We all in the house. Irv wants y'all to see that number 4. Irv wants y'all to see that number 4. We got
Yeah, he gonna be sitting down.
We got the lone wolf up in the corner. We got HP. And then before I announce those Dallas Cowboys, let me go ahead and do this real quick. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. We got Irvin Seabrook, the man with the short hands, down there in the corner. We got Troy Haywood, the historian, Dallas Cowboy fan, Haynesville, South Carolina.
The chef, baby, the chef. I'm about to cook something up for you.
I'll take a couple of T-bone. Well done.
But Troy can throw down, boy. Troy can cook. Troy should be a chef for real. Troy been cooking since we've been in school. He don't joke, boy. Troy throw cookout, boy. You better go.
Hey, top notch.
Top notch. Hey, listen, we all agreeing on that, right? Top notch.
We all
across
agree on that.
all lines. Top notch.
And I have a feeling that's all we'll agree on tonight.
And that's okay. It's all right, you know. It's all right.
Yeah, cut out. I didn't hear. What do you say?
Huh?
I said I'm pretty sure that Troy cooking well is the only thing we'll agree on tonight.
Okay.
Troy's an excellent cook. I've been to 1 or 2 Troy cookouts in my life. Always a great time.
Hey, Troy, I'm coming to the homecoming game. Berkeley homecoming.
We do something.
All right.
That sounds good, boy. That sounds good. But we in the house tonight on the Moral Compass. You know, we decided to start going as Bully on the Block Sports. So this is Bully on the Block Sports. Just want to let y'all know tonight in the words of the immortal James Brown. Wow, I feel good. That's right. We feel good tonight. We're going to play this promo, and we'll be back with the show. Wrong promo. That's not the promo. That's not the promo. Well, did I even upload the promo? That's crazy if I didn't. That's nuts. I'm gonna go ahead and upload the promo real quick. And I believe I didn't upload the promo.
Oh, that dolphin blue look good, don't it?
Huh? That dolphin blue?
You gotta love that dolphin blue.
Man, you can't even talk about the Dolphins.
Yes,
you got
sir.
a steal hat tonight, man. Ain't nobody wear that for you.
A beautiful 135 million training facility.
He's a one sports fan that got 32 jerseys in his closet. He got 32 jerseys in his closet. He just picked which team he gonna root for every week.
I got 31. I don't have a Cowboy one. I got everybody except the Cowboys. I got 31 teams, and the Cowboys ain't one of them.
You think you're Jay-Z? You think you're Jay-Z? You say you got 31 teams and the Cowboys ain't one? That just tell you got bad taste, bro.
So whoever plays the Cowboys, that's what I'm going with.
Say a fool to his money is soon departed.
Hey, and Somerville play the Cowboys, I'm going for the Green Wave.
HB, I got one thing to say about that.
Catch me up, how about that?
We're going to go ahead and drop this promo. To the mayor of Steeler Nation, I invite you to the Grand Wrecking Ball, which will be the undoing of the steel once, now plastic curtain that professes to be the Pittsburgh Steelers.
To my esteemed colleague and journalist of the year, Mr. Cornell Johnson, I just want you to know that the demise of the Steel Curtain is greatly exaggerated. The mayor of Steeler Nation is in full representation, ready to come on your show and dominate, because I am the epitome of a 6-time Super Bowl champion, and we know no defeat, especially at the hands of the Dallas Cowboys.
The D, you see it, and you see it good. 2021 NFL Super Bowl champions. Yes, Emmett, it's our year. How about them Cowboys? Thursday night, August the 5th, it starts against the Pittsburgh Squealers, or whatever you want to call them. He's back. We're back. The Cowboys are back.
Yes, sir. Coming live from the Dolphins training facility to you, delusional Cowboy and Steeler fans. This is our year. Check out our $135 million training facility. Peace, and we out.
That's right. You're back here on the Moral Compass, Bully on the Block Sports. We got a full house tonight. We've got my man down there, the chef, Troy Haywood, the historian. We've got Irvin Seabrook, the man with the short hands, up in the corner. We've got the alpha male lone wolf. Oh, the Theorio Vanish, mayor of Steeler Nation. And we've got HP, the fish, the dolphin man, sitting down there in the corner. What, you making dolphin noises?
Well, that's the fish that saved Pittsburgh. Remember that movie?
I remember that movie. Yeah, yeah. What's his name? What's his name? Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah. Fishburne. Yeah.
Tell him my age on that one, huh?
There's something fishy around here, right?
I'm gonna say them Steelers tomorrow night.
Hey, the only thing fishy are the Dallas Cowboy fans, but we're about to go into that.
No, yeah. I heard today that Dak won't even make the trip to the Hall of Fame game. You know?
Yeah, I think they said he's gonna be out. What was it? A couple weeks?
Not a good sign.
No, they say he can start throwing next week, but it's a precautionary measure.
I don't blame. Yeah, we didn't need him last year.
I don't think he's gonna play.
He wasn't gonna play anyway
In the preseason.
He wasn't gonna play in the first preseason game anyway.
We didn't really need him last year when Pittsburgh came down. We didn't really need him last year.
Actually, you did, because if I remember, you guys lost that game.
I mean, in the last couple seconds of the game.
How many wins did you get for almost?
Oh man!
But what I do remember, give him that.
Yeah, I do remember third string quarterback doing y'all, and I do remember pass interference calling the end zone that wasn't made, but we're not going to use that as an excuse.
Yeah,
it actually sounds like you just used it for an excuse. One that didn't work. But we'll talk about that later.
What I remember most about that after that game was Ben Roethlisberger saying, "That's a hell of a team over there. That's a hell of a team over there." And that Cowboys, and after that, you lost about 4 games in a row after that, huh? We kind of exposed you a little bit. You got to expose you a little bit. Ben said, "That's a hell of a team over there. They might be 2-8, but that's a hell of a team over there."
Hey, all I know is that we were 7-0. when we came there, we went 8-0. We won 3 more games, and we were 12-4. We made the playoffs. We were we hosted a playoff game. How did the Cowboys do in last year's playoff game? Oh, wait a minute, you guys didn't go to the playoffs.
No, we take it. We were taking a layoff. We in recession.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
you guys have been in recession for quite a while.
But you know what? You know what's odd about that? That you say that. Being that he did call me the historian. Cowboys haven't been in the playoffs, Super Bowl run in 20 years, and you have one more than us. And we have not been in 20 years. We had the same amount of playoff appearances that you guys been, and we haven't been in 20 years. I'm just saying.
First of all, that will have to be verified. And all I know is that yes, we both have a lot of Super Bowl wins, and we've actually gone head to head at least 3 times, and I think we've dominated those. It should have been 3-0.
Dominated.
I mean, a win, a loss. I mean,
we're not dominated. You won 2. But
we've got 6 Super Bowls. You guys have got 5. We've beaten you 2 out of 3. We beat you last year. We're going to beat you tomorrow. I mean, if you're looking for excuses, you'll just have to go someplace else. The honorable cook.
You really looking forward to counting tomorrow? That's what we're doing now.
It's a Pittsburgh Dallas
preseason
game. Pittsburgh have been the most iconic teams in the Super Bowl head to head. They've produced the most exciting games, the most matchups. And so there's a great fanfare, some of the best fanfare teams, so there is no unimportant Pittsburgh-Dallas game.
Well, I think our backup quarterback is better than yours.
Once again.
Well, I don't think so.
Vantage, once again, being that I am so-called historian, Cowboys was established in 1960. Steelers was established in 1930. So you got 30 years right there on us. With 1 Super Bowl more than us, right? That's 30 years.
And
one Super Bowl. Listen, Super Bowl championship, whatever you want to call it, you got 1 more than us when we gave you a 30-year head start, right? Take that out, and plus, we took 20 years off a break. So we've given you a mulligan of 50 years. And you only got 1 more championship more than us. 50 years.
Well,
50
first
years.
of all, as we both know, those years don't count because there were no brothers back then, so they don't even count. So if you really want to go back into the archives when the league was lily white, feel free if you really want to count those. All I know is in your lifetime, my lifetime, we have dominated. So I mean, we'll just have to choose a narrative if we see fit.
Not dominated.
Well, the way you guys played in the playoffs last year, I don't think either one of us went to the playoffs.
Excuse me. Get your facts right. Get your facts right. We are the defending AFC
They lost to Cleveland at home in the playoffs.
We are the defending AFC North.
I said the way they played last year in the playoffs, it doesn't look like either one was win.
We won our division last year, So, and I don't want to hear about the quarterback situation being horrible. 2 years ago, we lost our quarterback in the second game of the season and still produced a non-losing team. The Steelers are a very good football team, and the demise of the Steelers, which all y'all forecasting, is overrated, and we're going to show you this year.
So you're going to make me – I'm going to just jump on this question first because it's in the middle of the show, but I'm going to jump on it first. Okay, so we know this game has no implications whatsoever to the season. So now, honestly now, do you think the Steelers match up with the Dallas Cowboys? First string. Do you think that you guys match up with us this year?
Here's what I believe, and I'm going to be very honest about this, very candid about this, Cornell. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are a better team than the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm not going to go back and just look at last year's evidence. I'm going to look back as the history, the most recent history, 10, 15, 20 years, a year ago. The Steelers are continuity, stability. You guys are some of the most ballyhoo teams a lot of fluff. But what have you done for me lately? Like a Janet Jackson song.
2 years ago, we came in your house and whooped your ass. 3 years ago.
Well, first of all, that'd be very hard to do, Irvin, because we only play once every 4 years, and we beat you last year.
So
that's another fallacy. That's another
4 years
lie.
ago, Ezekiel's rookie year, we came and took your panties from you in your own house. Right or wrong? Right or wrong?
So here's the thing about it.
No. Yes or no? Did we come in your house and take your panties from you?
It's not a no. It's not a no. Yes question.
That coach blew that game. That Tomlin blew that game. Tomlin blew that game.
Well,
Tomlin. Hey, Tomlin. What did Tomlin do? Was he throwing the ball, or was he catching it?
Go on for those 2 point conversions. Come on, man.
Was he throwing? Was he catching? Or was he running?
No, he was coaching, making bad calls.
Well, you know, HP is a hater.
Ben has the right to audible anything that Coach Tomlin calls in, if I remember right. Right?
Hey,
no, it wasn't that. It was like the 2 point conversions. I mean, they scored a touchdown, you're going for 2. I mean, he kept going for 2.
No, HP doesn't know what he's talking about. HP doesn't know what he's talking about. So Ben has played the Cowboys 5 times in his esteemed career, and he's 3-2 against them.
Trying to help you.
So 5 years
I'm trying to help him out,
Irvin
John.
is right.
You see that?
You guys came to Pittsburgh, and then the last minute you guys won. But you know, Ben was also there when y'all won the whole game last year, and we beat y'all last year in your game. The games are always tight.
Let me say
you
this.
Guys do not dominate.
Let me say I'm a little worried. I mean, you know, I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. I'm a little worried about our defense. You know, I'm looking at all the spring training. CD is looking phenomenal. I love that part. But I'm saying, is CD that good, or is our secondary that bad?
No, I'm going to say this, Troy.
I think secondary that bad.
Troy, I'm going to go on record, and I'm going to say this right now. Just like I said, what was going to happen to Kansas City in the Super Bowl, that Dallas Cowboy defense is so improved this year. The first game of the season, they're going to shock the world. Dan Quinn looks like the head coach out there on the field. He's got the defense flying all around. Malik Cook is in tow.
For everything, for all the highlights you see,
Randy Gregory is looking better than ever before.
Wait a minute. I know you bleed blue and silver, and all you see is blue and silver, but I'm optimistic because every time you see deep passes, the secondary getting burned. Every time I turn around, Dan Quinn signing a new safety, a new cornerback. So therefore, he ain't satisfied with our secondary. Every time wait a minute, be honest with yourself. Every time you turn around, he's signing a new cornerback.
But you gotta remember this now. You gotta remember this.
Our secondary getting
you gotta remember this. You gotta remember this now. Who's throwing the ball? It is not Dak all the time. The other day they was talking about all the interceptions that was thrown. That was the other dude throwing them interceptions. That was Cooper Rush.
And them boys still throwing bombs on our secondary.
I'm telling you.
Right or wrong. And they still throwing bombs on our secondary.
I'm gonna tell you now.
Those guys you see getting burnt are guys that are not going to be on the field come September 12th.
There's 90 of them out there.
Because CD looking like.
There's
hey, CD is the man from what I'm seeing in spring training. But like I said, I'm not seeing him against
CD and the cornerback from Alabama. They locking horns every day.
Every
number
day.
1 and number 2, they're going at each other every day. So they're gonna make each other better.
Is CD killing them right now from what I see?
CD ain't killing
that guy. CD ain't killing that guy.
CD
can't even step on the field yet.
CD killing
can't even hit
early.
Not even up there yet.
Right now, all I can hope for is that we have some semblance of a pass rush. I still don't trust our secondary.
I trust him.
I don't trust our secondary. I don't
trust
our secondary yet. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see. The first game of the season will tell you whether you can trust them or not. Pretty much, right? And there ain't no ifs and ands about it. First game of the season, you'll see.
Tom Brady is the ultimate test. But I'm telling you now.
What was
first game of the season?
Pittsburgh got an old Notre Dame boy over there that ain't a good ass receiver too. Not giving the mayor Steel Nation no problem. But he is an old Notre Dame boy. They gonna
lock them up. They're gonna lock them up tomorrow night. They're gonna lock them up tomorrow night. Tomorrow night,
we got some of the best receivers. Our receiving core is some of the best in the league.
In the league,
it really is.
You out your mind?
Y'all ain't got no best receiving core in the league.
Vanish.
So your receiving core is better than Dallas' receiving core?
Definitely.
No.
Never.
Yeah.
Hey, Cooper, come on, man.
Advantage. Chase Clayton.
Let me go past that, Vanish. Where Vanish at? You got over there?
Yeah.
You got over there, Vanish? And you know I don't smoke, but I think you must got something over there. You got the best receiver core in the NFL.
I mean, you can go back and look at who put up better numbers last year. See, I think you're getting, once again, the Dallas Cowboys are ballyhooed. You guys are the best team on paper every single year. You're about to go to the Super Bowl every
not on paper,
year, except what happens every single year.
I defense gave up 38 points a game.
And the Pittsburgh Steelers fans don't say the same thing every year, Vanish?
Hey, we are relevant every year. Relevant every year. The Pittsburgh Steelers are relevant.
Last place this year, we see how relevant y'all be.
Okay, but you don't believe that yourself.
When y'all finish behind, I believe y'all gonna finish in third place in your league this year.
That's why we're here.
Cleveland, who's there? Cleveland, who else? Cincinnati,
Cleveland, Baltimore.
Cleveland, Baltimore.
Pittsburgh. Hey,
I got the right.
The AFC North perhaps was maybe the hardest division. We had 3 playoff teams last year. Yeah, for the first time in about 2 decades, we stumbled with Cleveland. They actually beat us twice last year. We beat them once. The Bengals beat us. In case y'all don't, we swept the Ravens. So we had some issues at the end of the year. But I think you guys forget that we had no semblance of a running game.
But that was y'all's fault.
Well, I mean, now that sounds like you got your finger in the dam. You're making an excuse because you told us don't talk about our quarterback, which he's amongst the elite quarterbacks in the NFL. So you tell us not to talk about him. So we don't know that.
We don't know that.
You understand?
Don't know that.
So let me ask you a question.
You guys just finally signed the man.
If Dak was under center last year, when y'all came to Dallas, do you think that score would have been like that? We would have blew y'all out.
Yeah. I think we found a way to win because the Dallas Cowboys are the Dallas Cowboys. Ballyhooed, a lot of fluff, a lot of hot air, and no relevance.
I mean, I'm not but Vans. I mean, I'm gonna agree with Vans. Dak gonna show me something this year. To me, as far as Dak had a lot of good numbers last year. Coming from behind, we was getting blowed out. He's a preview defense. He could throw the ball over the field, but his numbers I think was kind of elevated because of that. But he did show me his accuracy was a whole lot better. But last year, we was playing teams was dropping back and covered because they was up by 17 damn points. So of course you could throw a 20, 30-yard pass, but then everybody dropped back in coverage. He was always getting blowed out. So I think his number was a little buffoon because of the coverage that he was playing, like getting beat back so bad. But Dak has actually won me over because I was, I'm a Tony Romo man forever, but Dak is actually, I'm leaning a little more Dak. I'm impressed with what he's done preseason, his accuracy. I think he reads the defense a whole lot better. I think Dak is actually going to have a come out year. If he doesn't get hurt, I think Dak will compete for MVP this year. I think
Dak always been a beast. Dak has always been a beast.
He ain't always been no beast.
He's always been a beast, man.
I mean, you got an 1,800 yard
look at his college, man. Dak always been a beast, man.
You got an 1,800 yard rush. All you gotta do is hand the ball off. Come on, and everybody. You got 10 people in the block. Let me tell you. Can't throw a smash. Come on now.
I like Romo. Let me tell you, I like Romo. But Romo ain't got nothing on no Dak. Romo can do the things Dak do. If you hit Romo like if you hit Romo like you hit Dak, Romo go cough that ball up, bro.
You out your mind.
Come on, man. That's why he ain't playing no more. He can't stay healthy.
Well, if that's the case, why is Romo the all-time everything in Cowboy history? More touchdowns, More what? What?
He won't be by the time Dak's finished.
He won't.
Okay.
He won't be by the time Dak's
okay,
finished.
okay. You say, oh, but Romo get hurt this and that, and blah, blah. That got hurt in his 4th year. Romo got hurt in his 8th. Huh?
Romo got hurt more than his 8th year.
He got hurt. Romo didn't miss no games.
Keep up with it.
Research it. Romo didn't miss no time in NFL his 8th season, buddy. 8th.
How much? Listen, but Troy, and I'm just gonna ask you this question: how much times we've been up in the game and Romo lost the game in the last quarter?
Not as much as he brought us back. Not as much as he brought it back. And one time in the 90s, Romo was the 4th quarter most prolific quarterback in the NFL in the 4th quarter. For 4 years in a row.
And guess what? We was going down the road, but we wasn't never getting the most corner.
Colleague Troy Hayward just make shit up.
But I'm not.
You got Google it. Go Google it.
I remember him having the most comebacks, but if you cannot compare,
I don't remember.
You know what? You can't compare them to.
What do they translate to? Because how many playoff wins does Tony Romo have? One, maybe 2?
Listen. Y'all went down. Y'all went to Cleveland with your starting quarterback last year. Quarterback.
They were home. Pittsburgh actually was home.
Oh, excuse me. Y'all were home.
Yeah.
Your starting quarterback, and Cleveland ran the ball down your throat. Cleveland beat y'all with smash mouth football. The physical steel curtain turned plastic. The steel curtain. So you can't tell me that you guys are a better team than the Cowboys because y'all couldn't hold no water last year either.
In a playoff game. So you guys were watching us be in a playoff game, a team that we had won the division over. So yes, we had a bad.
And then y'all won the game.
So your season actually lasted 1 more week more than mine.
With a safety that y'all got from the Dolphins. Minka Fitzpatrick saved y'all.
Your season lasted 1 more week than mine. Okay, and you're saying that because of
Minka Fitzpatrick.
Saved y'all.
He's the best safety.
Yeah, we give
listen.
In football.
Your best two defensive players, Hayward on the line, Fitzpatrick in that secondary.
How about TJ Watt?
So the little brother of JT.
Up and down. Inconsistent.
Yeah.
He's no game changer. He's not the big game changer.
Now you
TJ Watt inconsistent, man.
TJ legit.
Oh, come on.
I'm about to take away your credit. TJ finished in the defensive player, and most people he had better stats than the dude from LA.
Hey Cornell, can you, that guy on the bottom down there with that Steeler hat, can you take his picture and put him out the box because he's not a real fan. He faking the funk over there, so we don't want to, cut him loose and we just leave the one real Steeler fan and the 3 Cowboy fans and just put him to the side over there. He didn't even put his own team gear on tonight.
We ain't gonna beat you up the whole time, Vash. I'm gonna ask some questions, man. I'm gonna ask some questions.
So let's talk about the Dolphins. What's up with the Dolphins? We don't want to leave you out. You sit down in the corner.
Who's gonna be the starting quarterback for the Dolphins this year?
We're gonna be all right. We're gonna hold our own.
Who's gonna be your starting quarterback?
Cowboys.
HP, who your starting quarterback?
I picked the Dolphins to win the division.
Tua. Yes, sir.
Sound like you said tuna. The big fish.
Tua.
Sound like you said toot up.
It's not college. It's not college.
Hey, I bet we have a better record than the Steelers and the Cowboys.
How much you putting on that? How much? What's the bet? What's the bet? What's the bet? I want some of that. I want some of that.
Me.
I want some of that.
No.
Make it like
HP, what's your favorite drink? What's your favorite drink?
Bud Light.
I got a case of Bud Light on that.
Okay. Case of Bud Light. All right. Bet.
Against my case of Henny. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You got to win, right? You ain't got nothing to worry about. You gonna win, right?
Don't take that bet, HP. Don't take that bet.
You ain't got nothing to worry about. Right? That's a bet.
Don't take that bet, HP.
What's the price? Well, I'm breaking up.
Yeah, you breaking up a little bit.
You got to be even price. I'll get you a bottle against my case.
That ain't even neither. But I'll take it. But I'll take it. That ain't even, but I'll take it.
Well, I'll take the case of Big Rope Ultra against your case of Bud Light.
So the Hall of Fame game, man. I have some questions out here for the Hall of Fame game, basically, and we will talk about something else in a minute. But I like the way it started. We was talking trash before the show started. This is the Hall of Fame game between the Cowboys and the Steelers. But hypothetically, with what we know now, if this game counted, who wins and what would be the score?
I got the Steelers.
If the starters were playing?
If the starters were playing, who would win and what would be the final score?
Steelers 28-24.
$27-24.
38.
Go ahead, Troy.
Go ahead. I said 38, 35, Dallas. I don't think we can stop them, but I don't think they can stop us neither.
Pittsburgh 24, Dallas 17.
38-17. 38-17.
Really?
Dallas over Pittsburgh.
Blowout, huh?
We would give you 17. I'm telling you, but Dan Quinn, bro. Let me tell you, he's not. He might not be effective as a head coach, but as a defensive coordinator, that's the Legion of Boom man, bro. That's the Legion of Boom man.
I ain't sold on him yet.
So
I'm sold on him, bro.
I ain't sold on him yet.
I'm sold on him.
Defense was horrible last. Here's what I want. The Pittsburgh Steelers won 12 games. They were 11-0 at one time. Yes. It was full gold, but at the same time, they won their division and they blew out all during the regular season, unlike the Dallas Cowboys. So you think all those wins are just going away?
I think y'all ain't see us yet. You know what the young boys say? You got to see me. See, y'all ain't see us when y'all came to Dallas last year. What y'all saw was us without our big brother. Our big brother wasn't out there. So yeah, you beat us up in the yard, but you have to see us. We got everybody in position, and we got better.
How many games did the Cowboys win last year?
I don't even remember. When we lose, let me tell you, when we lose, I don't watch SportsCenter. For about a week until the game is over. When we have a losing season, I don't retain the record. So Troy or Irvin might remember the record.
It had to be at least 5 or 6 because we were in the running to go to
7 games. We won 7 games. We won 7. We won 7, I think it was. Because we'd have won 8.
No, I think it was 6.
I think we were 6 and 10. I think. I'll look it up.
You freezing, Ethereum. You freezing, Lone Wolf.
Cowboy, y'all don't know y'all record. Come on now.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, bro. But you cannot base what we gonna do this year on last year.
Cowboys was 6 and 10.
That's not the barometer. That's not the barometer.
6 and 10. That was horrible. Garbage. 6 and 10.
The conference champion was 7 and 9. Vanish.
So it was the worst.
One more game.
Football. In the worst division of football. So I don't see I mean, just because I know you guys are Cowboy fans, but what optimism do you see? I don't see anything.
Here's the optimism, Vanish, so you can understand the game of football. The optimism is we have right now, before the preseason starts, we have our full offensive line back that we didn't have after game 4 last year. So we got objectively the best offensive guard back, objectively one of the best offensive tackles back, and we have our right tackle back.
I helped in Pro Bowl.
James.
Pro Bowl.
Objectively, our defense can't play any worse than it did last year.
Any offensive name objectively? Give me these.
Smith, the right tackle. Collins, the right tackle. Smith, the left tackle. And what's 72's name?
Guys are the best in the National Football League.
He's one of the best guards in the National Football League. It ain't even close, Vanish.
Not even close.
It ain't even close. It ain't even close.
The offensive line went to the Pro Bowl last year from the Cowboys.
Vanish, we had rookies playing on the offensive line last year, Vanish. We had backups. What offensive line went to the Pro Bowl on your team?
And a matter of fact, I'm glad Irvin reminded me of that. Our offensive line was depleted.
We had a bunch of guys that went to the Pro Bowl last year from our team.
You should.
No,
that was your
offensive lineman. Last year, that was one of your complaints about how bad your offensive line was. No. And this year you say y'all are better, but you lose Pouncey, who retired.
And so that was your best offensive lineman. Pouncey from Florida. That was your best offensive lineman.
They were garbage.
Pouncey was garbage?
Yes, I'm telling you.
Pouncey brothers?
Well, we only have.
I'm gonna call you on the rug now, because that's them boys from Florida. Them boys was garbage.
Yeah, I
watched the reason why y'all bro. They opened holes for them guys, bro.
Pouncey went to the Pro Bowl, and DeCastro.
There's no Levon. Let me tell you, there's no Le'Veon Bell without Pouncey.
Well, Le'Veon Bell hasn't played in years, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about when y'all in your glory days.
Dude,
there's no Le'Veon Bell without Pouncey. When those holes got opened up and that snow out there, Pouncey was opening up them holes, bro. Come on, man.
We're the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're always relevant. We're not the Dallas Cowboys, the ballyhooed.
You already not relevant on this broadcast. I'm just trying to prepare you. I'm trying to prepare you for the trauma to come.
Vanish. You made a point that the NFC was kind of suck ass because the conference champion was 7-9, but you do realize that this conference champion beat the Steelers, right? The Redskins did beat the Steelers last year. I'm sorry, ass conference champion versus champion. Our champion beat your champion, right?
3-1 in that against that division. So any given.
But you lost our NFC. But you lost the NFC East champion, the Redskins.
You
beat the Cowboys by 3 points, right? You beat the Eagles by 9.
So
right? So you ain't like you blow none of us out.
We playing horseshoes. We went to the playoff, and like I said, there is nothing that I see from the Dallas Cowboys besides a lot of fluff. You got Prescott back. You just said you just recently convinced that Prescott is halfway decent. And I'm telling you, the Cowboys are going to do what the Dallas Cowboys do, and they're going to shrink to obscurity because they're a bunch of
You're banking on that, though. You're banking on that.
You just like Steven Smith said, the Cowboys go 8-8, and then next year they go 11-5. This will be the other year that we win.
With one of the worst defenses.
It's never back-to-back.
Over the hill and it's hot garbage.
I find it
back off a major injury, but yet you're going to win 12, 13, 14 games. I don't see it. And neither do you if you look realistically.
Our quarterback is better than Roethlisberger all day long. All day long.
Sonny, you trying to make a bet too to me?
All day long. All day long he's better than Roethlisberger.
Will it be best right?
Or like Jimmy Duncan likes to say, Worthlessberger. He's better than Worthlessberger all day long.
Sonny, you trying to make a bet to me?
Oh, Vanish, that offensive guard name was Zach Martin, and you can't tell me Zach Martin is not one of the top 5 guards in the NFL.
Let me help you, Irvin. Vizak Martin.
One of the top 5 guards.
He's one of the top 5 guards in the NFL, period. It ain't even close.
I don't think so.
It ain't even close.
So, whether or not you receive it or not, it's up to you. I mean, so this top 5 guard whose primary job is to blocking, how did your boy your running back, how did he do last year? The one that dropped all that money the year before.
He had more yards than any running back you had.
How did he do last year?
How did your running back do last year?
Let me help you. He had more yards than your whole running back core.
Thank you. Well, thank you.
Than the whole running back core. I'm talking about the ones on the practice squad too.
I bet you my rookie run for more yards than your all-pro running back.
I bet you won't.
This year?
So y'all gonna keep throwing it, Vantage. Y'all gonna keep throwing it.
That's not gonna happen.
Your offensive coordinator don't want to run the football.
That's not gonna happen.
I just put a bet to you. You can either take it or leave it, and you can put it on broadcast. I don't want to hear all that other fluff. Take it or leave it. Run for you're over the hill on the way down, running back. Look at me as I look at you with direct eye contact.
You say he's down. You said Zeke is over the hill.
Zeke is over the hill, and all y'all know it.
Yes. He got that contract money. Hey,
been in steady decline.
I don't.
He got his
line. I'm telling you, my more yards than your running back. Zeke is done, son. Done.
That's why I like that I can pull sound bites now. I love it that I can pull these sound bites now, bro. I love it. Hodrick got on me, and Hodrick made me learn how to do it. I love it that I can pull these sound bites now. So Zeke is done. Zeke came back to camp this year in the best shape he ever been in. Tyron Smith on the offensive line came back to camp in the best shape.
August the 4th at 9:10, Ethereal Vanish quote, and you got the sound bite. What was it that Zeke is done?
Finished.
Is finished.
He's finished.
Oh,
I second that.
Soundbite that Irvin failed to respond to, that Najee Harris, my rookie running back, will have more yards than your punk ass overrated.
That will not happen. That will not happen.
That's the bet
that will
to you.
Not happen.
Right here, Irvin, or you sitting over there cowering in the corner. That's a bet. About this.
Hold on, guys. I gotta take this call real quick. Got a call coming in. You said you have an answer for Lothario, or what he just said about Najee Harris having more yards than Zeke? Go ahead, sir. I understand. Yes, sir. Appreciate your call.
I see nobody has taken me on my bet.
Therio, that's like taking money from a baby. I don't bet, but Therio said, you talking?
Here comes the money.
You talking on that money?
Money talk. Here comes the money.
Yeah, running backs, in there. How old is Zeke going to be? Close to, is he what? Late
20s? 26, 25, 26, 27. He ain't 30 yet. He ain't nowhere near 30 yet.
He in his best years.
And he had, in 1 year, he didn't play but 6 games. So he got plenty miles to go.
Zeke, let me tell you.
A whole lot of miles to go.
You will be very surprised.
If our offensive coordinator gives him the rock,
you have not.
He's going to run for 14, 600 yards.
My thing is this. He got a point because I think they're going to run Pollard a whole lot more this year than Zeke. And so I think Pollard going to have 900,000 yards. Zeke might have 1,000 yards too. I don't think they're going to run Zeke as much as they did here last year because Pollard showed that he's capable. So I don't think – I'm willing to take that bet with Vantage if it's equal amount of carries. I don't think Zeke gonna have that much carries this year because they're gonna run Pollard. And that'll be the only way that your boy have more yards because Zeke might have 200 carries, your boy got 350 carries. And that's a possibility on that way.
But Najee Harris not gonna have 350 carries. Pittsburgh can't help themselves. They're gonna throw the ball 35 to 40 times a game.
They're gonna do that.
Yeah, your mouth in and you make the bet.
Yeah, they're not gonna throw that.
So Najee Harris go get them yards on the Ravens defense, on Cleveland defense. He gonna get them yards on them.
They are not going
And guess who's going to lead
35, 40 times.
be in the top 5?
Schedule.
Run the ball 25 times.
I'm gonna tell fans like this. Like I told somebody else. Alabama running backs is garbage in the NFL, bro.
Yeah, Derrick Henry's garbage.
Yeah.
Huh?
Derrick Henry ain't garbage. Not Derrick Henry.
No,
he's not.
Derrick,
I like Derrick Henry. But any other Alabama running back?
The best running back in the NFL.
Who else other than Derrick Henry?
I'm just saying, Alabama running backs are garbage.
You got one out of what? 30?
Hey,
Sean Alexander. What about Sean Alexander?
And you can make it a soundbite.
You talking about 30 years ago.
Najee Harris.
About 15 years ago.
Then Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll be in the top 5, barring injury, of the running backs next year.
Say that one more time so I can get a good clear one. Because you're going in and out a little bit.
Yeah, that's why Urban's over there in that corner quiet.
Urban pulling stuff up.
I refuse. I started last year. I refuse to respond to ignorant ass statements. Najee Harris is not going to be in the top 5 of NFL in rushing. He's not going to have more yards rushing than Ezekiel Elliott. So I'm not going. Okay. I am not going to respond to those kind of statements, sir. I just refuse. He's a rookie. So you don't even know if he's going to start. Vanish. You don't even know if he's going to start.
Almost lost his position at Alabama, didn't he? As a starter, didn't he?
Dude, he's going to start next year. Are you serious?
Didn't he almost lose his position at Alabama as a starting running back?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did he have to share his time with another running back at Alabama last year?
Yeah, well, not last year. Year before last, he did. But last year he started for the most part. They had
y'all just making up stuff. Najee Harris
from Alabama in front of him.
There was another kid that was a beast at Alabama too, running the ball.
There was another guy at Alabama when he was there.
Him and Najee was splitting time.
Najee Harris is one of the best running backs. Harris is the best running back that came out of last year's draft. That's number 1. All right. Number 2, he's going to be fresh and he's going to be featured. We're not going to make the same mistake. We didn't run the ball last year. We have a whole new line. We're not featuring. We have to run the ball.
Yeah.
Why is going to be?
With that old ass quarterback you got. You're right.
So you realize that the key to running the ball is offensive line.
Already 4 years older, and it seems like that old ass quarterback went.
Ben can't throw 40 times again.
He won't.
Ben went to the Super Bowl too early.
Najee Harris, I'm telling you, Najee Harris is going to run for close yards next year.
How much?
About 1,500.
1,500.
1,500.
He will have 1,500 yards.
Yeah.
That ain't but 80 yards a game. That ain't but 75, 80 yards a game. That ain't saying real much. That ain't really saying much. 17 game season. That's like 72 yards a game. That ain't but 72 yards.
I don't think he gonna have that.
That ain't but 72 yards a game. No,
I don't think he gonna get that.
It's a 17 game season.
Hey,
I still don't think he gonna get
Ezekiel.
that.
You know, Ezekiel, come on now. Ezekiel was garbage last year.
Come on, man.
Garbage.
He got Carolina. He got the money.
He got the money. He got lazy, and he was garbage.
I got the money now. I play for a contract. I already got it, so I'm gonna be lazy, and that's what he is. He's lazy.
Let me help you, Lothario, out.
That backup running back we got ain't. That backup running back we got ain't.
This what y'all sound like. It's like an episode of Twilight Zone when y'all say stuff like that. You talking about Ezekiel Elliott, bro? You know what? I'm going. Please say it one more time. I'm gonna get the sound bite.
Cornell, how many yards did he have? I don't need a sound bite. I need for you to answer that question. How many yards did he have last year?
How many did Ezekiel have last year? I'm not sure.
He had 900 and some change.
Oh, so I mean, he didn't have a particularly stellar year. What makes you think he's going to bounce
How
back?
much did three of y'all? How much did three of your running backs have last year together combined?
I'm telling you, we did not have a running, and yet we still won 12 games. So our running game has improved. The running game was not.
Even with a bad year last year, he's still in the top 5 in the last 5 years in the league of NFL running backs. Vantage, what are you talking about, dude? Hey, Mr. Luke, I'm good. How you doing? Hey, there's gonna be a young lady named Alisa Davis that's gonna be giving you a call. She has a General Electric dryer. And she lives in Conyers, and it went out. So she asked me if I knew a guy that fix dryers and stuff. So she's gonna call you either Saturday or Sunday. I got it. I got that other number. I got it. I gave her both numbers.
A few moments later.
So now we know some people going into the Hall of Fame this year. Got some people going in the Hall of Fame. We got where's my list at? We got Peyton Manning, Charles Woodson, Calvin Megatron Johnson, Alan Faneca, John Lynch, Drew Pearson, Dallas Cowboys, Tom Flores.
Long overdue.
Bill Nunn, yeah, long overdue. Steve Atwater, Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerton James, Troy Polamalu. We got Steve Sable, and that's the guys that do the NFL films. Paul Tagliabue, the old commissioner, George Young, and coaches Jimmy Johnson, Bill Cowher, 10 other players, Harold Carmichael, Jimbo Covert, Bob Dylan, Cliff Harris, Winston Hill, Alex Karras, Donnie Shell, Duke Slater, Max Speedle, and Ed Sprinkle. We're gonna talk about those guys. We're just gonna, what word comes to mind. We're gonna do like a word association for those guys. But first, I've already prepared something. We're gonna listen to this real quick, and we're gonna talk about these two clips.
Looking back at Super Bowl 30, Pittsburgh Steelers against the Dallas Cowboys, a game at Sun Devil Stadium that was filled with a lot of Steeler fans. And when we came back, we got an onside kick, scored, got within 3 points, got the ball back after a defensive stop, and you could just feel it felt like a home game. And we threw a couple of interceptions from that time on that we lost the game. And I just remember kneeling on the sideline and realizing how close we were, but yet the fact is that we were going to walk away losing that game, and that was very, very disappointing. 10 years later, Super Bowl 40, I remember walking into the Silver Dome and my legs were shaking. You try to be everything to keep it as normal, but you never allowed yourself to embrace the moment. We had got behind in the game against Seattle. We came back and took the lead. I remember the play that we had called around the 50-yard line. It was a reverse pass from Antoine Randall to Hines Ward. Once we scored that touchdown and we took a commanding lead, the biggest key was the next set of downs. And we got the ball back. So I remember sending Jerome Bettis out there. The last thing I remember telling him was to hold on to the football. We all remembered what took place in Indianapolis, and I wanted to give him a chance. He was coming home back to Detroit. It was a very special moment for him. I think our team kind of rallied around that. And his opportunity to get a couple first downs at the end of that game, and we got that last first down. I just remember when we got it, the game was over. The overwhelming sensation that you had just won a championship after 14 years and coming up so short so many times. It didn't fully hit me. I was fortunate to have my family with me at the time, my wife, my 3 daughters, and I just remember pulling them in because they've been with me for the whole ride, the whole journey. And to finally to be able to capture that, it was very special to have them right beside me. And that will be memories taken away from me. I'm Bill Cowher, and that's my Super Bowl snapshot.
So Bill Cowher, man, a story Pittsburgh Steelers coach. Before I open that up for discussion, we got Junior Duncan. I'm just now seeing these. June said, "What's up, guys?" Then we got Bam Mab saying, "Good evening, gentlemen." What's up, Bam Mab? What's up, June? And then we got Bam Mab said he needs his dryer fixed, Irvin.
Hey, Bam, I got you, man. I got you. I only charge a $100 service call. Hey, I'll be home for homecoming, so I'll fix it then. Hold up till then.
So I'm gonna give it to you first, Vanish. What do you feel about Bill Cowher after hearing what Bill Cowher said, man? How do you feel about Bill Cowher and Bill Cowher going into the Hall of Fame?
Well deserving, one of quarterbacks in my one of 3 head coaches in my lifetime, all with Super Bowl pedigree, all Super Bowl wins. Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and Mike Tomlin, of course, the present coach. 53 years, he is well deserving, and he's right. I mean, that game in the heavily favored Dallas Cowboys, we were the upstarts, and all the Cowboy fans know we should have won that game. But
I agree. 210%.
It's okay. So Bill Cowher is deserving. It is the continuity and the stability. He's a representation of that. Chuck Noll, continuity, stability. Bill Cowher, continuity, stability. Mike Tomlin, despite all the haters like HP and the rest of y'all, continuity and stability. What? Get the job done. Get the job done. Mike Tomlin is a great coach. He has been a better coach than y'all have had this whole millennium.
To answer that question that was brought up earlier, the Pittsburgh Steelers' total rushing yards from last year was 1,213. Zeke was 979, so the whole team outrushed Zeke by 234 years. That's including quarterback, all running backs, backup, bench players, and everybody else.
So your quarterback, your star-studded running back, who has the highest paid running back, I think, at the time, so he didn't even rush for 100 yards a game. Get a down year.
979 yards, and noted that he didn't play in 3 games.
So we can make stats, we can make numbers say anything we want to. We really can.
The numbers say what they say. I mean, I didn't balloon the numbers. I read it off the thing. It says,
we would have.
Let me put it this way: your leading rusher had 721 yards. The second leading rusher had 368 yards. The third leading rusher had 113, and Ben himself had 11 yards rushing.
And
total combined 1,213.
And yet we still won 12 games, 11 in a row at one time. Who made the playoffs?
It got you where?
Shows much value.
It got you a championship. What? No.
Because, I think one of the reasons why people hate the Dallas Cowboys so much is because there's so much fluff. You got, the uniform is pretty. So that blue and white, pretty uniform. And you have multitude of fans. The female fans are attractive. The male fans that just talk a lot of trash about their Dallas Cowboys, and at the end of the day, they don't even make the playoffs. What are the Dallas Cowboys going to? How many games are they going to win this year, Troy?
I got 11. You, homie. 11.
And they're going to win
11 this year.
11 games.
11.
Okay. All right.
11 to 6.
7 to 10.
In NFC champion, lose the NFC championship.
You said lose?
You lose the NFC championship.
To who?
I don't know. I don't know who they be, but we ain't going to the ship this year. Maybe
we
next
going
year.
to the ship this year. We going to the ship this year, man.
Cowboy fans aren't realistic. They'll look at a 6-game season, and all of a sudden, based off of nothing, they'll take that 6-game win season, and we're going to the NFC Championship. And you based off of what? I don't understand it. I really don't. But that is the much value.
Dak is back.
Are relevant every single year. So the year before Dak was back, what'd they do before then? Huh? Yeah, the year before when Dak Prescott was healthy, when you were just coming around, did they go to the championship that year? Did they go to the NFC championship?
It should have been Vanity. It should have been Romo fucking team. It should have been Romo fucking team. That's what I say to you. Nobody else agree with
I agree with you, Troy.
It should have still been Romo team.
Shouldn't have been Romo team, man.
Bullshit. The Pittsburgh
No, it
Steelers
shouldn't have been Romo team, man.
goddamn
Come on, man.
what's quarterback name is Bradshaw
Come
got
on,
hurt.
man.
That boy
Come on,
came
man.
in for 9 motherfucking
Romo was
games
done.
into the playoffs game. Yo, benched his ass.
Romo was done.
Bradshaw with the Super Bowl.
Romo was done, man.
You remember that?
Romo finally came back.
Remember
The
that?
Cowboys
They probably
were
remember that. What was the black quarterback that won 9 games in a row for the Steelers? They got benched in the goddamn playoffs. For goddamn
Romo was done, man.
Joe
He was
Gilliam.
done, man.
Why did we lose in the playoffs, Troy? We gave up a 3rd and 35 in the playoff game that we should have won.
Yeah,
He was 13-3, Troy. What more you wanted from him?
I don't give a damn. I wanted Romo in
Romo
there.
was a good. Listen.
I wanted Romo in there.
No, man.
I wanted Romo in there.
Romo was done, man.
You know why? You know why I wanted Romo in there? Romo had the same capabilities he be doing on fucking right now. Is reading.
Listen.
That bitch could read fucking defense now.
He can read.
Romo had 13 other years to do that
He
too.
can't stay healthy.
He had 13 other years to do that. Had one playoff win in 13 years.
Romo can't stay healthy, man.
This shit slowed down to me.
He can't stay healthy, man.
He had one playoff win in 13 years.
Yeah, man. And then he bumbled against Seattle. He bumbled against Seattle, man.
And so what? And what?
And he bumbled.
Do you think that
how many starting goddamn quarterbacks hold a goddamn punt on the field goal? Tell me that. How many starting quarterbacks? No, answer the question. He would answer the question. How many starting quarterbacks hold a goddamn punt on the field goal?
Man.
Can you answer it? Will you answer it? Will you answer it? Will you answer it? How many starting quarterbacks hold a goddamn extra point? How many?
That's a family show, man. You cursing too much. Hey, so you said what?
But Vanna, did he answer it? How many starting quarterbacks in the NFL hold an extra point?
Romo wasn't the starting quarterback that year at the beginning of the year.
Yes, he was.
I said at the beginning of the year, and at the beginning of the year he wasn't.
At the beginning of the year, but in that game he was.
His first game
he was. In that game he was a starting quarterback.
The first game he started that year, he threw 5 interceptions against the Giants.
Let me tell you.
That's not the question I asked you. That's not the question I asked you. He was the starting quarterback in that game versus Seattle and had to come up there and hold an extra point.
Well,
can you tell me
and he dropped it. And he choked. And he dropped it.
He should have never been in there.
He's choked, man.
He should have never been in there. As a starter. Name another starting quarterback.
Listen, it's a fine line. I'm going to tell you something.
Name another starting quarterback that holds extra points.
It's a fine line.
I'm not going to answer the question.
Because they used to run trick.
Troy, you act
like used to run trick plays.
You act like that year Dak was
you on that,
Dak beat Romo out. Why did Dak have to start that year? Because Romo got hurt again. So when the man go 10-0, when he got healthy, and you want them to take Dak out.
When he got healthy,
take Dak out.
You go with the hot hand, man.
No, you don't.
You go with the hot hand, man.
New England went with the hot hand. Tom Brady rookie year when New England starting quarterback got hurt, and when
San Francisco,
when Tom took them on that run all the way through the playoffs, he never got back on the team. Matter of fact, he got traded to the Cowboys after that year.
San Francisco.
I can't remember what his name was. But
when Alex went down, Alex lost his job. My man took him to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Bro, you're not gonna sit down a winning quarterback.
You know why?
You're not gonna sit down a winning quarterback.
You know why he should got his
quarterback back in?
You know why he should got his job back? Because he was the all-time leading everything in Dallas history. That's why. Leading passer, leading touchdown, leading yard, all that. He deserved the opportunity. Wait a minute. Because the team was built for him. He got hurt.
How did the season end?
Not with a Super Bowl ring.
We went down. We were in Dallas against Green Bay. We were down in that. They had a shootout down there. Green Bay beat us, and then Green Bay went the next week and got dismantled by Atlanta. Bro,
Romo should have had a chance, man. I still say Romo should have had a chance.
No, man, he was done, man.
I think Romo played.
Huh?
They're the big Green Bay. Romo played that game.
I think so too.
No, man.
Agree with you.
No. He wasn't clutch.
I think so too.
Nah, we wouldn't have beat them.
Yeah, y'all would have beat Green Bay.
Romo could have passed the goddamn desk.
Romo by
listen.
listen.
The fucking goddamn Super Bowl. That's been 2 years in a row.
So let me ask you a question. Bro. These hits that Dak had been taking until his ankle got hurt. Because you done seen Dak run that ball. Bro, Romo done did some spins, get out of some. Romo wouldn't be able to do that, bro. And Romo wasn't getting back up. He got to a point where he got to a point where he started getting on the canvas.
Look at Romo first 3 years. Look at Romo first 3 years.
And you know what I would say about Romo, and I will say this too. I will say that if Romo had Jimmy Johnson, he would have won a Super Bowl.
No.
Definitely. Oh, definitely. Y'all never had a coach good as Jimmy Johnson. The three you talking about now, none of them good as Jimmy Johnson.
You know what?
I put money on that. And I ain't betting.
And that's some high grade crack that you're smoking. Chuck Noll.
That's the truth.
4 Super Bowls. Chuck Noll.
Bro, how hard is it to loft a ball up for Lynn Swan to come down with? How hard is it to loft a ball up for Star Wars to come down with?
How many Super Bowls is Jimmy Johnson?
How hard is that? Huh?
3. Hey, Chuck Noll.
Guess what? No, you might as well say he won 4.
He won 4.
He won 4.
Jimmy Johnson won 2 Super Bowls.
He won 2, and
Gary
then
Switzer won the third one with Jimmy Johnson.
Steve won the next one with Jimmy Johnson's team. Bro, Jimmy Johnson, the best thing that ever happened to all the NFL teams was Jimmy Johnson left the Cowboys. Because before Jimmy Johnson left the Cowboys, he built a bully on the block. He changed the game because nobody had no world-class linebackers that can stick wide receivers. Nobody was doing that.
And you guys were dominant. You guys were dominant.
We were more than dominant. We were more than dominant.
The point I gotta make about Jimmy Johnson is this. Let me close. Let me shut all your mouths right there. Jimmy Johnson won back-to-back Super Bowls with the youngest team in the NFL. When the Cowboys won a Super Bowl back-to-back, the average age on that team was 25 years old.
He built that motor.
He built that motor. Everybody was under contract for the next 4 years.
Why you built that?
We'd have dominated.
Hey,
all of them.
Chuck Noll dominated.
And if they call it pass interference against Dion the following year, we'd have won 4 in a row.
All day long.
Crack, and y'all know it. So stop it.
All day long. Listen, we done talk Chuck Knowles real quick. Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and play this other clip real quick for you. Let me go and get this other clip queued up.
Bill Cowher.
Huh?
I didn't answer my question about Bill Cowher.
That's right. Answer about Bill Cowher. That's my bad, man. Sorry about that. How you feel about Bill Cowher going into the Hall of Fame?
Y'all would have had 2 more Super Bowls if that man was still the coach of the Steelers.
HP, you know what? Cornell, because HP is smoking crack again. I think
I knew that. Okay?
Whatever.
I know this. Okay? Tom won that Super Bowl with Bill Cowher's team. Right or wrong?
Oh,
right?
God.
That's my question. That's my question, right?
Bill Cowher was 1-4 in AFC Championship games. So one of the instances before he won the Super Bowl was he couldn't win the big game. Finally proved it wrong. See, guys, all you Mike Tomlin haters that don't know what the hell you're talking about, you want to run back to, the Bill Cowher. Listen, Mike Tomlin, there's a reason why he's at Pittsburgh. He hasn't had any losing seasons. There's a reason that they won 12 games last year. There's a reason they won't have a losing season this year. Stop hating, dude.
They won't get back to the Super Bowl. They will never.
Okay, well, you know what? They'll get there before the stinky Bowl. Miami hasn't been relevant since Larry Zonka.
Then 2-0, the Steelers probably won't see the Super Bowl no time soon.
Bob Greasy. That's the last time you guys have been relevant. Okay?
We talking about the Steelers.
Stop it.
Anyway, if Bill Cowher was still a coach, they'd at least had 2 more Super Bowls.
Washy.
With that, Brown and on that offense, he would have had straight. Their problem was the defense.
Our defense
That
was
was
number 3.
the defense.
The defense was number 3 in the NFL last year.
I'm not talking about last year. I'm talking about the previous years when they had Bell, Brown, and Roethlisberger was in his prime.
Okay,
The defense, he couldn't get the secondary right. It was the secondary that killed the Steelers.
He got Hodrick yelling. Hodrick will never get that excited, boy.
He can go and play my drills all day. But anyway, that's what killed the Steelers, the defense.
And we also had
straight.
We also had some issues with injuries, like Ryan, Shazier.
Don't talk about injuries, man.
It's trash. Can I finish?
The injuries
all night.
With the injuries now.
This is fame, okay? This 5 minutes, all right? And I'll let you speak after me, okay? Are you cool with that? Like I said all the time, it was the Steelers' defense that killed them.
So how's that Mike Thomas' fault?
He couldn't get the defense straight. He's a secondary coach.
Dude, he's a head coach. All right.
In the secondary, and they had one of the worst secondaries in the league.
So my whole point is that they were the best team when they did not win the Super Bowl. All right, they were never the best team because there was this other team called the New England Patriots that had the Steelers not had to go against New England Patriots. How many more Super Bowls would they have won? Maybe in 2000. What I'm saying to you, HP, is that the Steelers and Mike Tomlin, they have always been relevant since his tenure. Every year they're in contention, and that's all you can hope for. You can't say the same. Continuity and stability. What doesn't get carried by a Hall of Fame quarterback? Come on, man, think.
But I'm saying the defense killed the Steelers. That's point blank. The secondary killed them.
You're really not making a whole lot of sense. You're anti Mike Tomlin.
Bro, I'm just telling you, it was the defense. Go look it up.
You can look up any team that didn't win the Super Bowl, and you can find out the reason why they didn't. Point to whatever. The head coach ultimately is his responsibility. I'm telling you, there's a reason why he's been there 14, 15 years, as opposed to the carousel, the head coaching job of the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami.
That's the way the Steelers operate. 3 coaches in 50 years? That's the way they operate.
Because they're all winners.
Finish him.
I mean, we talking about Super Bowl, baby.
Dude.
Super Bowl. Hell.
Hardrick, you don't make a lot of sense right now, bro. The Steelers got 6 Super Bowls. Miami ain't been in the Super Bowl since 1975 or 76. I mean, bro, the Steelers since 1960s have had 3 coaches.
Okay, we talking about the Steelers. Don't even bring up the talking about the Steelers. Okay, we talking about the Steelers.
But the reason your argument makes no sense is they've only had 3 coaches for a reason, because they have been consistently winners. You don't fire head coaches when your head coaches is winning. Besides our excuse my French, besides our dumb behind owner who got rid of Jimmy Johnson just because of spite, because he thought he could run the team better than letting Jimmy coach. And he finally admitted it this year. But the Steelers, for one man to coach 14 years, never to have had a losing season, and you talk bad about this guy that he can't coach, and you say they wouldn't have won more. You think Bill Cowboys was a better coach than Mike Tomlin?
Would have had a couple more Super Bowls if he was still the coach.
Okay, so let me ask you this. HP, 2 years ago, the Pittsburgh Steelers had no quarterbacks, and they ended up having a winning record with the team that they had when Bill Cowboys had won with that team.
Did they make the playoffs?
That is not the question I asked you. That's not the question. No. He didn't have a losing record. How many losing records did Bill Cowboys had in his tenure at the Pittsburgh Steelers?
9-7.
That's when you were a Steeler fan. Now, how many losing seasons did Bill Cowboys had when he was the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers?
He's a Steeler hater.
I'm not a Steeler hater. You see me with the hat on, baby? Still like Steelers. I still got love for Steelers.
No, you don't.
Okay?
Not
I still
like you don't.
I'm just calling like it is, like Troy does. Troy don't, even though he's a Cowboy fan, you know, he don't always talk positive about the Cowboys. That's what I like about Troy. Troy tell her how it is.
Oh,
so you got stuff.
We got Jude on the show. I don't see him though. He's in the dark, must be.
I'm in my truck.
You in your truck?
Yeah.
Jude is on the show. What's up, Jude?
What's going on, guys? I was listening to all the shenanigans how HP was saying. I try to tell y'all something is wrong with HP. I love him dearly. I love him dearly, but something is wrong with that guy, man.
Junior, it go back to the early 70s, well, mid 70s, baby, between me and you. You know it.
Come on, man.
We go back.
Stop. HP, man. Everybody knows. Everybody knew. Listen, HP. I mean, I know you want to make your light shine, man, but you know better, man. It's all good. Everybody knew what type of player you was. You know, not relevant at all. But go ahead. Go ahead with the show, man.
Go ahead all the time.
He always got hate on, but we all right.
Is nobody hitting on you, HP?
Oh God!
Nobody hitting on you, man.
Wait, hey, I'm just saying this.
Huh? What happened, HP?
Great. Say what?
You great?
No, I'm just saying. I was saying the guys earlier. Still would have had a couple more rings if Cole was still the head coach.
Are you serious, man?
Because the defense sucked, man. Secondary sucked those years. When they had Roethlisberger,
Cowboys won a Super Bowl in Ben's second year. Then the following year, they missed the playoffs by going.
It was the defense that killed the Steelers.
And he quit. His last year, coming off the Super Bowl, he went 8-8, and then he quit. And then Mike Tomlin went to the playoffs with that same team, went 10-6, and then the next year he won a Super Bowl.
But who was the old man now? Dick LeBeau, right? Wasn't LeBeau the defensive coordinator?
Why did he win back-to-back Super Bowls?
Listen, LeBeau was the defensive coordinator, and when LeBeau left, LeBeau left, y'all ain't really been relevant defensive-wise. I agree with that. Now I agree with that. Dick LeBeau.
He won.
You know, Bill Cowher in his last year coming off the Super Bowl, 8-8. At HP. Some brothers going home, man. We all got to roll.
I mean, I love the Steelers. I still got love for the Steelers, man. I don't hate the Steelers.
You talking about Mike Tomlin like that?
They're my second team. Dolphins my first, Steelers second.
Why was Bill Cowher 1-4 in AFC Division championship games?
Yeah.
That's a question to you. Why was he 1-4 in the AFC championship games?
Breaking up. What's that again?
Oh, now I'm breaking up. Why was Bill Cowher? If he was so much better,
hey, the defense was straight. He had problems at the quarterback position.
Oh,
Neil O'Donnell, come on, Neil O'Donnell, Super Bowl to the Cowboys. You know it, and you other guys know that too. Neil O'Donnell game.
AFC championship game. That's all I'm saying, man. Bill Cowher deserves to go in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, pass. Bam Morris touchdown pass. That was one, correct? You remember that one, right?
Yeah, like some brothers.
How many Super Bowls Bill Cowher won?
Bill Cowher was a good coach now.
How many Super Bowls won?
Yeah. Now.
So
based on good coach.
On one Super Bowl, why should he qualify for the Hall of Fame?
But imagine if he had Rob Bell.
He had
those guys.
I'm asking fans. He got one Super Bowl. Why should he qualify for the Hall of Fame?
because he built that machine because Tomlin came after him. That's just like Tomlin came after him now.
You can say Chuck Newton built that machine.
Tomlin really walked.
Chuck Newton built that pedigree. Chuck Newton built that pedigree. What you saying?
Chuck who?
Chuck Newton built passes to Bill Cowher, right?
You can't get Chuck Noll might have built the culture, but you can't say he built that team.
He got one Super Bowl.
Don't pay nobody.
He got one Super Bowl.
Pittsburgh don't pay nobody.
Wait a minute, sir. He got one Super Bowl. So is Andy Reid? So should Andy Reid be a Hall of Famer? He ain't got but one ring.
But ask Andy Reid is an offensive mastermind.
That'll make you a Hall of Famer.
What are you talking about? Andy Reid.
That'll make you a Hall of Famer.
Every Steeler head coach, you guys' lifetime is going to be in the Hall of Fame. Mark my words. Chuck knows already.
I said a coach.
Bill Cowher is going.
Well, I can't say that because they ain't putting Barry Switzer in there. Might not go. And let me get Michael Bryant. Michael Bryant.
Barry Switzer got one Super Bowl. He got the same amount of Super Bowl goddamn Bill Cowher got.
Who does? Who?
Barry Switzer.
We did
it our way, baby. We did it our way, baby.
Barry Switzer owns the best.
We did it our way, baby. We did it our way.
You can't even compare them. You can't even say that,
Barry Switzer got the same amount of Super Bowl Bill Cowher got. We did it our way, baby. That's right, baby. We did it our way.
Hey,
Barry Switzer got one Super Bowl too.
Woody Woodpecker said to tell you this.
That's right. Barry got the same amount of Super Bowls.
You just made this now. Come on,
Barry Switzer got the same amount of Super Bowls Bill Cowher got.
Come on. So what you telling me now? What you sitting there telling me now? Barry Switzer is congruent to Bill Cowher in coaching.
One Super Bowl should not qualify you for no goddamn Super Bowl, man.
Dude, let me tell you now. Dallas beat them in the Super Bowl. Granted that team was built by Jimmy Johnson, but now them boys was coming back too. Now we didn't blow them out. Well, we did kind of punish them, but yeah, we did punish them. Irvin Cook told me to watch it the other day, and I watched it. We did punish them.
Y'all did not punish them.
Yeah, we did punish them. And Michael
Bryant got one Super Bowl. He's okay. You had to win the season. Andy Reid always had a winning Super Bowl, a winning record too with the Eagles, but he can never be the goddamn Cowboys, right? Yeah, if he didn't get no damn Super Bowl with Kansas City, he would never be considered.
No. Andy Reid used to master the Cowboys. What are you talking about?
Win.
Andy Reid used to beat the Cowboys all the time.
When
Andy Reid used to beat us with the Eagles.
With Randall Cunningham? With who?
You need to look it up, bro.
With Randall Cunningham?
Look it up, bro. Andy Reid used to beat the Cowboys all the time with Eagles. I was glad when Andy Reid left the Eagles. I was glad when he was gone, but Andy Reid used to beat us all the time.
You crazy. Vantage, you look like a real clown right there, man. What you say, HP?
I told him that before the show started.
Oh, bro. You wasn't right about that.
Michael Bryant said, he said, man, he's always yelling Cordell Tony Johnson. Then Mike Bryant said, turn his mic down. Then Mike said, what light? When Junior said he tried to get light. And then Bam Bam said, watch it, Junior. You're talking to, I should have been a Hall of Famer.
Oh boy!
I'm gonna get off my friend, bro. I can't let you get on Hardy, bro.
You're actually right.
I agree with you, Hardy, about Cowher now.
Cornell, you're actually right.
About Cowher.
You hear me, Cornell?
Yeah.
You're actually right. Andy Reid's 18 and 13 versus the Cowboys.
Boy, Andy Reid used to beat us so much, man.
But he 0-1 in the playoffs.
Yeah,
that's just regular season. He never beat us in the playoffs.
He used to give us problems, though.
In the regular season.
He used to give us a lot of problems.
To the championship. He always used to go to the NFC Championship game.
I was glad when he left our division.
18 and 13 versus us.
I was glad between him and Buddy Ryan.
But he 0-1.
Buddy Ryan used to put what you call it? Buddy Ryan used to he had a doggone I forgot what you call it, a bounty. He had a bounty on the kicker. But hey, this next clip, man. Oh, Troy, did you answer it? Or you? I know how you feel about it. Irv went out again. Irv went to fix that dryer. Irv, you still there? Irv, how you feel about Cowher going into the Hall of Fame? We can't hear you, Irv.
I have no thoughts about Bill Cowher. He's not a Dallas Cowboys coach.
Great answer, Irv. Great answer. Great answer. Great answer, guy.
Oh, we got it.
Sorry.
I mean,
man.
I'm a lone Steeler fan here, but I represent well. The mayor of Steeler Nation represents well.
No, Howard. HP is a Steeler fan.
No, he's not. We don't claim
Yeah,
him.
all his life until he moved to Miami.
Don't get quiet, HP. Don't get quiet.
HP is a Steeler fan.
Junior Johnson, 2 years ago, or maybe 3 years ago,
Irvin,
denounced on Facebook that he was leaving the Pittsburgh Steelers. He hated the head coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers, that he was becoming a Miami Dolphins fan. So for him to sit there tonight with that Pittsburgh Steeler hat on, I am absolutely appalled, and he should be kicked out of the group. I'm sorry.
I can't kick him out of the group.
I've been telling Corns that after the first show. After the first show he had.
But
he should be kicked out.
31 teams except the Cowboys. So whoever thinks the Cowboys, that's what for. If it's the Rams, the Patriots,
that's normal, bro. That's normal. That's how all y'all think. That's how all y'all think. And see, that's the thing, is Dallas against the world. It ain't even like if we care, but Miami losing or whatever. No. That's how y'all fans think. Everybody against Dallas.
Well, you know what? It's everybody gets to steal.
No, that's everybody.
No.
That's Giants. That's Redskins. It don't matter. I don't care as long as Dallas lose. Come on, bro. You know it.
You do.
Dallas.
You see what Mike said?
You realize, I just looked up something else online. I didn't realize. Jimmy Johnson was 5-6 versus Andy Reid.
Wow.
Andy Reid he come from, what's the guy's name?
But he never beat Jimmy Johnson in the playoffs though.
But the dude from San Francisco. You remember what's the guy that created the West Coast offense?
Not George Seifert, the other guy.
Not Seifert, the other guy.
Montana's coach.
That's who he was under. That's who he was under. That's the tree all those guys came from. And Andy Reid's like a offensive mastermind, man.
He's a good coach. He's a good coach.
He's a good coach, man.
Like any good coach, you got to have the players. You know, all you got to do, if you don't have any superstars, you're not going to win.
Yeah, you can, because we were 1-15. We were 1-15. Jimmy Johnson
built that motor.
That Herschel Walker trade.
Why I'm echoing?
The Herschel Walker trade. That's what built
his name was Bill Walsh. Bill Walsh.
Yeah, Bill Walsh.
That Herschel Walker trade, that horrible trade by Minnesota. That's what built that.
I'm on the show with Cornell.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So you're saying that it was the Herschel Walker trade?
Yeah.
That made So what happened down with the Miami Hurricanes when they were like 51-0 in the Orange Bowl? Did they trade Herschel Walker then?
I think they were cheating because didn't they go on probation shortly after he left?
They probably went on probation for drugs or something like that, but it wasn't cheating. They were just destroying teams.
Academics.
They were destroying everything.
Academics.
They were beating everybody.
Academics.
Yes. They were beating everybody.
Academics.
And matter of fact, you didn't have nothing to watch on Saturday.
Oh, bullshit. Mike Irvin shouldn't have been in nobody goddamn college football team. The big squad of fucking 600.
You don't even have no NFL.
All you got to do is sign your name to get a 700.
The U.
Come on, man. Academic.
Come on,
man.
None
of the players of Miami team should have been in college. What they call it? They was agricultural.
So
never the class. Come on, the bullshit.
Someone asked me the other day, what state do the best football players come from?
Texas,
Florida,
Miami, California,
Florida.
Not necessarily Florida. Used to be Texas one time.
Florida. Let me tell you something. Most of those teams, when you see them, look where them boys coming from. When you see a championship team, you see come up back. Where they come from, the whole roster's Florida.
No,
that Florida speed, bro.
No. I'm gonna tell you something about that. Florida got good skill players, wide receivers, running back, safety. When the last offensive lineman you know came out of Florida?
Plenty of them.
Who?
Google it. Google it.
I ain't gotta go. You said plenty.
Google it.
Plenty should be easy.
And we can talk about running backs too. There's a running back getting ready to go into the Hall of Fame. Evan James.
But the Posey boys from Oklahoma. The Posey boys from Oklahoma. They didn't even really from Florida. Their daddy was in the military. They moved to Florida when they were 13, 14 years old.
But
so
you know what?
From Florida.
You know what? The indoctrination of being down in that culture made them good. Them boys run down rabbits at practice in high school. There's a high school team out there came up to Berkeley, beat Berkeley. What's the name of that team? Them boys run down rabbits in practice.
But they beat us by 6 points. They beat us by 6 points. What you saying? They beat us by 6 points.
You can't teach speed.
They beat us by 6 points.
You can't teach speed, Troy.
Cornell, I gotta correct. Why those guys so fast?
Why those guys so fast?
Yeah.
I do not know.
Because they run from the cops all the time.
I know. I heard that. Oh, you wrong. You ain't gonna make me say that, bro.
I think you're right on that. I said you right on that.
Florida athletes is that way because the amount of students they have that actually try out for the football team. Florida, do you realize Florida got 7A and 8A schools? We got 4A. They got 8A. Where they got 6,500 students at one school, 8,500 at one school. The maximum amount of students in South Carolina is 2,500, 3,500. Some high school got 8,000 goddamn students.
How
you can't find a fast motherfucker for 50 players with 8,000 students?
So I can help those people that have per capita or how much people live there. I can't help that. There's more people in New York than there is in South Carolina in Mounts Corner. I can't help it.
Who play football? They don't play football in New York.
More people than there is
they don't play football in New York. They play basketball in New York. You can find no New York City kid in the NFL. Hardly.
Well, but listen. I was making a general statement.
You go down to Texas. Texas got 7A. Texas actually got 10A.
So you said Texas. So start naming some Texas players. You name Texas players that went first round. I'll start naming some Miami players that went first round.
You talking about in the last couple of years? You talking about the last few years? I'm talking about if you go back.
No, I'm talking about not just coming. I'm talking about not just coming to the NFL like Bosworth from Oklahoma and fizzle out. You know they used to call Miami.
Quarterback from Texas.
Call Miami.
What's the Texas quarterback name?
What's the Texas quarterback name?
Vince Young. He from Texas. Texas born.
What he did? What did Vince Young do?
The same thing Tortetta did for Miami. Shit.
What did Vince Young do?
The Miami quarterback did. Michael Irvin. Shit. What he did? The Miami quarterback that won 2 national championships in the NFL. He didn't even get drafted.
Troy. Honestly.
Miami quarterback, 2 national championships.
For you to sit here and compare Texas to Florida in football is preposterous.
You crazy as hell. Texas got speed.
Preposterous.
There ain't no preposterous.
You said Texas got what?
It's about neck and neck.
But neck and neck. You don't look like athletes players come out of Texas and California. California.
Hey, there ain't nothing like Texas high school football.
Shit, you better get out there, buddy. California football ain't no joke neither.
Hey, Google it. Uncle Google never lies.
Brady, the all-time best quarterback.
As far as I'm concerned, until we have data, Troy, we're at the barbershop.
California.
We're at the barbershop.
Listen to me. Where Brady from? California. Where Aaron Rodgers? California. Huh?
Well, I mean, you ain't impressed me because you know I'm not no Aaron Rodgers fan. I never have been an Aaron Rodgers fan. I never have been on Aaron Rodgers fan because how much football Aaron Rodgers got? You talking about Aaron Rodgers?
Huh?
He's the what?
Where Mahomes from? Where Mahomes from?
You trying to say?
Where Mahomes from?
Huh?
Where Mahomes
from? Tampa Bay, as far as I'm concerned.
Texas.
Tampa Bay.
Texas.
That's where he's from. Tampa Bay.
No, where Mahomes played high school football at? Texas.
Tampa Bay.
He didn't.
Bro, listen.
Mahomes played football in Texas.
Listen.
His father was playing for the Texas Rangers.
Troy, I will tell you this. Troy. Oh, Michael Irvin said, Cornell, I did see you run down a little Debbie cake box before. He's so stupid. He's so stupid. I can't stand him.
Oh boy, that Mike. Oh boy.
Little Debbie, that little harlot.
but real talk, Connor, they got some talent come out of Texas, California.
Yeah, man, I know, man. I understand that, man. But you know I'm partial to Florida. I'm always be partial to Florida. I'm a big Miami Hurricane fan.
Predict wins Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everybody get on record. I want to predict wins for the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers this year.
Let's go. Let's do it.
I'll go first. Cowboys will go 11-6. Win the NFC East. The Pittsburgh Steelers will go 8-7.
There's 17 games.
That's only 15, Troy.
8-9 then.
Okay, we'll have a little.
You might go 9-8. You might go 9-8. 9-8. I'll give you 9-8. I'll give the black guy. He won't have a losing record. 9-8.
Y'all won't win the division though. I still pick Cleveland.
Okay, go ahead, Cornell. You next.
What the Cowboys gonna do?
Yeah,
I like what Troy said. I might up the ante, and I might say they go 12-5
and win the AFC East.
Oh, absolutely. Let me tell you, our biggest competition coming out of the NFC East, the NFC East this year.
The Redskins.
That's our biggest competition gonna be is them Redskins.
That's got defense now.
Yeah, that's gonna be the biggest competition we got. And the Giants got a pretty good defense too.
But if you can score 24 points on the Redskins, you got them.
Yeah, the Giants got a pretty good defense too. Tyrone Simmons watching. Tyrone said, I lived in Texas a while. Football in Texas is different. All right, so Tyrone says Texas football is different too.
There's nothing like Texas. It's huge. It's huge. It's not big, it's huge. Huge.
I'm gonna have to hold on to my Florida. I'm gonna hold on to that. We're just gonna agree to disagree.
Florida make running backs, wide receivers, and cornerbacks.
Linebackers, defensive backs.
A few linebackers.
A few linebackers?
A few.
Did you say a few?
A few.
Northwestern High School got about 4 guys right back in the NFL right now.
A few?
Who?
How about corners?
Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Speed,
corners?
Corner. Yeah, corners.
How about D linemen?
No, not too many.
They ain't got no D linemen.
Not dominant. Not
dominant D linemen?
Not dominant.
What's my man name used to play for? Will Fork. Do you remember him? That played
How many years ago was that? 20?
Oh.
15?
Oh, I see. You know what?
15 years ago?
I just don't want to move my screen and bust up Google real quick.
I can say the most dominant linebacker was Lawrence Taylor. Where he came from? North Carolina?
Yeah, we're gonna agree on Lawrence Taylor because we know Lawrence Taylor was a dog now. But now
where he come from? North Carolina?
But now
it wasn't Florida, was it?
How much Lawrence Taylor's was there from North Carolina?
And the guy that played next to him was Harry Carson. Where he came from? South Carolina?
Okay. All right. But so you name 1 and 1.
And both of them in the Hall of Fame, right?
You name 1 and 1 though.
And both of them in the Hall of Fame, right?
You name 1 and 1.
Okay.
You name 1 linebacker from North Carolina, one from South Carolina.
Yeah. Well, so I just do some out there.
Give me the other linebacker from North Carolina. Greg Ellis,
Ray Lewis, Derrick Brooks, Florida. Deion Sanders, Florida. The whole Blaze family, Florida. Michael Irvin, Florida. I mean, come on, guys. You can't piss on Florida football now. Come on. Let's not sit here and do that now. Let's not sit here and do that.
Speed.
Come on, man.
Speed. That's it. Speed.
You remember who used to be in the slot for us? You remember Kevin Williams?
Florida.
Kevin Williams?
What's my man that got killed from the Redskins?
The Dallas Cowboys. World-class receivers. Dixon Edwards, Dr. Miles.
What did I say? Cornerbacks, wide receivers, and a few linebackers. That's what they do.
And a few linebackers.
Speed.
And a few linebackers.
Warren Sapp, defensive tackle.
Warren Sapp.
Jerome Brown, defensive tackle. Come on, guys. Come on now.
Jerome Brown, the beast.
Come on now.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I don't got a list of Texas, but I guarantee I can Google it. Google's a motherfucker. I can Google it if you like and put it
Google it
and throw out some names too. I can throw out some names too. If you just want to throw out names.
I mean, Drew Brees is from Texas. Mahomes is from Texas.
Matthew Stafford from Texas.
Yeah, Stafford from Texas.
Texas is a bigger state. It would make more sense. I'm telling you, football in Texas is a religion. I lived there for 15 years. And Burton Somerville is huge. But I'm telling you,
Earl Campbell from Texas.
Still pales in comparison.
Now, I know you ain't going to tell me. About don't go back to Woolfolk. You tell me don't go back to Woolfolk and you pulling Campbell out?
Von Miller.
Campbell's a beast. And he's my friend on Facebook. But you gonna go back to Campbell?
Yeah, Earl Campbell. In my opinion, Earl Campbell is probably the top 3 greatest NFL running back in the history of the motherfucking NFL. Shit. Motherfucker, shit. I ain't want to. Who in your life do you tell me honestly want to hit fucking Earl Campbell? Motherfucker, shit. How many motherfuckers was going to tell me Earl Campbell to turn their goddamn back?
You Earl Campbell now, Junior.
You probably too young. You probably too young to remember Earl Campbell.
You like the old man at the barbershop. They get that what? Chicken wire.
He probably too young to remember Earl Campbell.
He on Earl now.
You probably too young to remember Earl Campbell.
Who too
young? Earl Campbell versus Dallas Cowboys. Earl Campbell stepped on Cliff Harris and Charlie Waters' goddamn chest and ran over.
I remember every year when the Steelers used to face off against the Houston Oilers in the AFC Championship game. Jack Lambert and Ham. I remember them, and that's why I said Jimmy Johnson changed the game, because traditionally the linebacker in the game wasn't fast. He was just big. That's all they were. Jimmy Johnson brought world-class speed, and then guess what everybody else did? World-class speed. Jimmy Johnson brought offensive line.
Tell me which one of world-class speed. Tell me which one of world-class speed guys could tackle Earl Campbell.
Bro, listen. Let me tell you something.
No, bro. Give me a name.
When you saying world-class speed, listen.
Which one of the fast linebackers would tackle Earl Campbell?
So you putting Earl Campbell in right now. Football has evolved and changed. Football it's changed.
Earl Campbell ran
That's like saying Berkeley's last championship team can touch the 81 team. The guys were bigger.
And what that mean?
They were bigger.
Give me your point.
What's my point? If you line up a guy against a guy that's bigger than you before the third quarter is over, you tired, you worn out, and you beat up.
Hey, bigger don't better.
Huh?
Let me explain something now. He's up a basic. Earl Campbell ran a 4.6, right? 4.4 is almost like world class. 4.6 at 250 pounds. You kind of put that together a little bit now? 4.6 at 250.
Listen
for a second. I'm gonna say one thing. His thighs was a 38, right?
Okay, so
right?
who's the Earl?
Thighs, right?
Who's the Earl Campbell out there now? You would say Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry is
the Earl Campbell out there now.
Is he as fast as Earl Campbell?
Stop. Earl Campbell can stop.
I think so.
Derrick Henry is 6'2". Derrick Henry is 6'2", 6'3". Earl Campbell's 5'11".
Let me ask a question. Did Earl Campbell ever get tackled?
Yeah.
Did he ever get tackled?
I've never seen one person
tackle.
Did he never get tackled? I never seen one person tackle by himself. Maybe 3 times.
See now, we at the barbershop now. We at the barbershop again.
Irvin right there. Irvin, how many people other than Donnie Sherrill, maybe Jack?
You
Jack
ain't never see him get tackled one-on-one.
Single person tackle one-on-one. I ain't never seen one person constantly come there and stick Earl Campbell. No, I have not.
Well, hey, listen, let me play this clip.
Somebody holding his thigh, somebody holding his leg, and they game tackle him.
Okay, Earl Campbell ain't never got tackled one-on-one. Troy, you know what?
I said not much. Not many.
You know what?
Donnie Shell stuck him one time, hurt him.
When I buy some swamp
Donnie Shell stuck him one time, hurt him. Jack Ham might have hit him one time. I seen that bitch run over Hollywood Henderson, Cliff Harris.
Nobody ever stopped him. Nobody stopped him.
Not one-on-one.
It never happened.
Not one-on-one. Not much.
In the NFL.
Not much.
In the NFL.
Not much.
Nobody stopped one-on-one.
Not much. I ain't said never. Not much. Look at it. Look, research it. Put it on Campbell YouTube. Not much. And see how many people one-on-one tackle him.
I remember Earl Campbell. I used to watch Earl Campbell play, bro. But what I'm saying is that, and from what you're saying to me is, and I don't know how we even got on Earl Campbell, but you know, I'm still trying to figure out. We've been Earl Campbell for 10 minutes, but what you're saying to me, because he out of Texas, right? So Irvin gave you a list of people, and he can give you about 5 more wide running backs from Florida.
People out of Texas that are in the NFL than out of Florida. Texas is a huge state, bro. A huge state. Texas is the king of high school football.
Okay, Seabrook, the Cowboys are going to be 11-6, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be 7-10.
Wow.
All right. HP, you write it down?
Yeah, I
sure am.
All right.
No, you never first record.
Huh?
You never gave me the Steelers record. You Cowboys 12-5. What you
9-7. 9-7.
9-7.
9-8.
Okay.
You one short. They're playing 17 games, Cornell.
Oh, 9-8.
9-8. Okay. What you got advantage?
I got the Steelers winning 11 games, 11-6, and I got the Cowboys winning 9-8.
Cowboys 9-8. Okay. I got the Steelers 8-9, Cowboys 8-9. They both gonna have losing seasons.
You got cash out. You got cash out.
Gonna be 12.
What you got for the Dolphins?
12-5.
You got cash up.
Yep, I got Cash App. I got what else I got? I got
okay, you ain't I ain't asked for nothing else. I ain't asked for nothing else. What you want to put on that?
Anything. I got everything.
You heard what he
said? I got a bank
account.
Do what?
What you got, Dom?
I got $100 saying that Dallas go win more games than you're talking about, and more games than Miami.
You said Dallas gonna win more games than Miami?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't take that bet, HP. Don't take that bet.
Huh?
I want that boat you got.
He ain't gonna bet you his boat.
I want that boat.
This ain't Vegas.
Man, come on, man.
See,
that's what I'm saying. This is shit. Excuse my French. This is shit we talking about right now. That's why you should be. That's the shit that you shouldn't be on the damn show right now. That's the bullshit you be saying.
What you drink, man? Like me, Troy.
Anyway, 11-6 Dallas, 10-7 Pittsburgh.
11-6, 10-7 Steelers. Okay.
Hey, Hardrick, we got that case right. I got Michelob Ultra and Bud Light for you.
Yeah.
I was going to have a better record than Miami.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man, HP still drink Budweiser, man.
Yeah, I know. What is it, Bud Light or Budweiser?
Budweiser.
Yeah, I'm about to crash. Let me tell Hardy. Let me tell your boy one thing before I go to bed. Hall of Famers, all-time Hall of Famers, right? This for you, Cornell. From the state of Florida, 11. The state of Texas, 30. The state of Ohio, 22. The state of California, 19. The state of Pennsylvania, 22. So Hall of Famers all time.
You talking about the Hall of Fame?
Hall of Fame.
I mean, what's that supposed to mean?
I can't bring it down to amount of players. I can't bring it down to amount of players that made it to the NFL. It's too many to say that made it to the NFL. I'm just telling you, Texas got 30.
You going by that's the gauge you using? The Hall of Fame?
The Hall of Fame, yeah. That means you all-time greatest. Wait a minute, that means you the all-time greatest if you Hall of Fame, right?
No,
you don't get no better if you Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame is all-time best, right?
Who they selected? Drew Pearson just going in. He wasn't all-time best.
Well, he'll be added to the list.
He should have been in before.
Once he get to the list, but right now,
not in there
to prove my point, Hall of Famers.
Give me some data.
Texas,
give me some people
30,
name that played.
30.
That ain't no data. Hall of Fame is not my gauge. The Hall of Fame is not a gauge because that's who they pick.
Who do you pick? They get picked by the status, right? The
yeah,
right?
It's earned, Corns. It is earned now.
It's earned.
Junior, a lot of people not in the Hall of Fame should be in the Hall of Fame. There's people always making arguments for people that should be in the Hall of Fame. Drew Pearson just went in.
The disparity is 30
in the Hall of Fame.
The disparity is 30-11. Okay? 30-11.
Troy, you know what?
Three times as much. Three times as much.
As far as I'm concerned, that's a letter that came to the show from a leprechaun riding on a unicorn.
Well,
it's just like South Carolina State got more players in the NFL than Clemson and Carolina at one time.
South Carolina State does. I think who is it? Isn't Donnie Shell from South Carolina State?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Donnie Shell, South Carolina State, and Carson.
Yes.
Harry Carson. That's two.
Harry Carson, South Carolina State. Well, I can't dispute you on that now.
Okay. All right.
I can't dispute you on that.
South Carolina State now has 5 football players.
And so listen to this.
Numbers don't lie.
But listen, Donnie Shell just going into the Hall of Fame.
Numbers don't lie.
He's just going in.
Numbers don't lie.
How long he been out the league? Donnie Shell now. Donnie Shell back there when you talking about Earl Campbell. That's even back there then.
Okay. So this was his last year to get into.
So, I mean, that's how you gauging.
Yeah.
That's how you gauging it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the Hall of Fame gauging the same way as the Berkeley Hall of Fame.
It ain't that bad. It ain't that damn bad. It ain't that damn bad.
Huh?
It ain't that bad. The Berkeley Hall of Fame is
so you saying that they don't earn it. So I guess Berkeley Hall of Fame, they earn they spot there, right?
Berkeley Hall of Fame is a joke.
I'm not saying that, Junior.
See, that's the shit. That's the shit I'm talking about right there. You got a podcast. You got a podcast, and you don't want nobody to ask you a question about the Berkeley Hall of Fame. You cannot be biased.
So Junior.
You cannot be biased with stuff like that.
What is your opinion?
My opinion with what?
What is your opinion
of
the question you was asking?
It's a joke.
Berkeley
Hall of Fame is a joke.
Yeah.
I say only 15% rightfully belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Let me tell you.
Some of them deserve to be in there. But some of the motherfuckers, I'm like,
any Hall of Fame. Listen, any Hall of Fame.
They might put HP in it.
Any.
Hey,
Stop fired! Stop fired! Boom, boom, boom! Stop fired!
Hey,
why is everybody laughing about that? HP said he's a Hall of Famer.
You said some of the stupidest stuff, bro.
So you would say I said some stupid stuff, but HP says stupid stuff all the time here on there, and you don't say nothing.
Junior.
HP, you Hall of Famer.
You know what I'm talking about.
You Hall of Famer in my book.
Concentrate when you say something like that.
I'm sorry then. I'm sorry.
Junior, HP the Hall of Famer in my book.
why not be?
HP, I'm gonna hold you down. You wrong about Thomas, but I'm gonna hold you down, brother.
What's that?
I said you wrong, but I'm gonna hold you down.
I never said, man. I just said, I think they would have a couple more rings if Cowboys throw the coach.
Yeah, I like Tomlin, man. I've always gone to bat for Tomlin. I like him, but I like
how is the 81 team a Hall of Famer and the 94 team in? Can't justify it.
We were the first Big 16 state champions, Troy.
Just because you're the first?
That's the easy one. We're the first Big 16 state champions. And if you look, they're going by order. I mean, I didn't. If you look, they're going by order. Everybody couldn't get it. Everybody couldn't get in.
I think it should be in there. I think it should be in there.
Everybody couldn't get in in the first couple of years, Troy. Everybody couldn't get in the first. So you don't think our team's supposed to be in the Hall of Fame?
By all means, I do. By all means, yeah.
Okay, you don't think the '94 team won't get in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know. Not the way. I don't know. Some of them boys might have got in trouble after school. So if you got in trouble after school, that disqualify you from being in the Hall of Fame in Berkeley.
You crazy boy. You crazy.
Anything after school, that disqualify you from being in the Hall of Fame. It don't make a difference what the hell you do in that field. But you have to after high school, you disqualify.
You got a valid point. You got a valid point, Troy.
Yeah,
valid
point. It don't make a difference what you do in that damn field. It make a difference how you live your life after high school.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame don't mean.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. The man was the best thing that sit down. You know, that's why we had the show on him, because he was like awesome football player.
He's
I always stand by, and I say any Hall of Fame that don't have John Thompson in it from Berkeley is not a Hall of Fame, bro.
Arguably
you ain't repping it.
In the most talent.
If you ain't got Tom in it, you ain't repping it.
In Berkeley history is a man that nobody has mentioned that we're talking about, that isn't in the Hall of Fame. And, you know, so that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Who's that person?
Mr. Craig Mims. We'll talk about that another day. I'm supposed to be writing him a letter, but I'm supposed to get some information, you know.
You said Craig Mims should be in the Hall of Fame?
No. Craig Mims is over the Hall of Fame. He's on there.
He's talking about Tom.
Not anymore. They changed it.
They must have changed this year, because that's what I was talking
this year.
They did.
Okay.
They changed the nominating committee and everything. So I don't know who's involved now, but they did change it.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody knows that John should have been in the Hall of Fame. I mean, like I said, he's the best safety, right? Maybe in the history of high school.
Not just safety. I was safety, cornerback. I just been in the field. I just been high school, secondary. I think Tom would have shut down Rivers. Tom would have shut down Mark. Tom would have shut down my lawyer. I think Tom would have shut down any wide receiver we had in Berkeley history. Who? Shut down who?
Seabrook.
He may have. He may have.
Seabrook was a Michael Irvin. Seabrook was a cover.
I don't even take a shot at Irvin, boy. I tell you what.
But guess what? Hardrick was in the stands watching Seabrook, though. So it's all good.
Hardrick been in the stand watching everybody, man. One thing he was always consistent.
What's that?
I don't feel bad. I was in the stands with you, buddy.
Hey, me too. Me too. Hi.
I was cheering them on.
Me too.
I was cheering them on. I was up there too.
Me too. Michael Bryan said.
When they messed up, I've been cursing their ass out too.
No, Troy, it wasn't the point. It wasn't the point of you. It's the point that he said that if he didn't get hurt, he'd have been a Hall of Famer. John broke his leg. John broke his leg in that rec ball. You know what I mean? And he came back and he played ball. What happened?
How did it tell you how he'd be in the Hall of Fame? He said he'd have been in the study hall.
Hey, but what's the difference? What's the difference of you playing basketball and not football? If you've been hurt, if your leg was hurt so bad, answer that to me, Howard. I mean, HP. Answer that. If you played basketball and you I ain't finished yet. Don't cut me off.
Okay. Go ahead.
If you claim that your leg was so bad that you couldn't play football, continue playing football, but you played basketball.
Yeah, it's a difference.
Yeah.
Because I felt basketball was a more safer sport than football.
Man,
I actually lost confidence in my leg. Be honest with you, I lost confidence.
But you had confidence. You had confidence in your leg, but not your hands.
Let you talk first, okay? Well, I lost confidence. Okay, I lost confidence. Okay, And that's when I turned to basketball.
Okay. Move right along. Move right along, Cornell.
I hope I answered your question.
No, you didn't.
Mike Bryant chimed in. Mike said this to you for HP. He said you have 99 problems, and the Dolphins having a winning season is one. Then he said HP drinks old Milwaukee. Then he said even Hodrick Porcher. And then Mike Bryant said Hodrick Porcher was mentally crushed. That boy, they all my boy now. They all my boy now.
Hey, I got to work in the morning, so I'm gonna close out, man.
We gonna close it, man. We gonna close it. I want to end it with this clip right here, man. I appreciate y'all guys, man. This was an awesome show. We didn't talk about Kawa, so I got to end it with this clip right here.
I don't mean to put a damper on it, but no. But you understand, we do have one game left to play. Hey. Fantastic. Every single one of you.
Jimmy Johnson.
I'm not just talking about these last 60 minutes. I'm talking about the quarterback schools, the mini camp, the off season, the training camp, down in Austin when it was hot and you were tired. The whole bit. Everybody, you did one hell of a job. And the only thing else I got to say is, how about
them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys QD? The Dallas Cowboys will be presented with the George S. Halas Trophy as champions of the NFC when we come back to Candlestick in just a moment.
Yes, sir. That's go shut it down for the night. How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys? Man, we want to thank Irvin Seabrook for coming tonight. Troy, we missed you, boy. You was crazy, boy. We thank Troy for being here tonight. HP is always Junior Duncan, boy. I don't know what to say about you. June, we appreciate you. Hey, Nation, Alpha Lone Wolf. Oh! Michael B for chiming in. And, man, for all of you that watch the show, man, glad to have you. And, hey, we'll be back, man. We'll be back with some stuff, man, as the season does progress. We'll be back, but watch the Hall of Fame game. It comes on tomorrow night. That's what, 8:30 or 8 o'clock? 8:30, Dallas Cowboys, Pittsburgh Steelers, Hall of Fame game. So we're going to end it on that.
Hands up, baby. Hands up.
Peace.
Oh.